college Shri Kumarswami College Ausa, which is run by Shri Mahant Swami Shikshan Prasarak Mandal Ausa, has been organizing a series of webinars on different topics related with various fields. The webinar series till today has hundreds of national and international webinars, very fruitful and effective because students, researchers, teachers are benefited because of it. The attempt has become very successful because of the devotion of the chief organizer and chairperson of webinar series, Honorable Principal Dr. M. Ambedkar sir. At the outset of this webinar, I welcome him as the chairperson of this webinar. Students, researchers, teachers, today I am very pleased to welcome benefited an invited speaker, Honorable Dr. Suneeta V. Budihal, who is going to enlighten us on the topic Working Woman Psychological Issues. Once again, on behalf of organizing committee of webinar series and Shri Kumarswami College Ausa, I welcome her heartily. I also welcome all organizing committee members, including Vice Principal ESD Misal sir, Junior College Supervisor Ravindra Karanje sir, MCVC Supervisor Praveen Udge sir, IQAC Coordinator Dr. Sanjay Kale sir, Dr. Anita Dhole ma'am. I also welcome all Dr. Sir Garad sir, Ambadas Khillare sir, Dr. Patwari sir and Dr. Wadkar sir. We all have come together here on the virtual platform today to listen the keynote speech on the topic Working Woman Psychological Issues. Before the commencement of the keynote speech by the Honorable Speaker, I would like to invite Dr. Anita Dhole ma'am to introduce today's resource person. Please ma'am, welcome.
Thank you sir. Good evening everyone. Shri Kumarswami Mahavidyalaya Ausa has organized a grand national and international webinar series on occasion of Golden Jubilee year of the college. Respected Principal and Chief Organizer Dr. Ambedkar MM has given a golden opportunity to women resource persons to express their thoughts on this virtual platform, and this series is going on very successfully and systematically because of the dedicated and diligent personality Honorable Principal Dr. Ambedkar MM. I am very thankful to respected principal for giving me this opportunity to introduce a resource person on this virtual platform. Many special thanks goes to organizing committee members, vice principal, and a big thanks to all the respected participants. These are joining daily from all over India and abroad also, and they are making this series a very successful series. So it's my pleasure. I am here to introduce today's keynote speaker is Honorable Dr. Suneeta V. Budihal. Topic of presentation is Working Woman Psychological Issues. Dr. Suneeta ma'am received BE degree in Electronics and Communication Engineering. She achieved PhD in Wireless Communication. She is serving as professor at KLE Technological University in ECE Department Hubli since 20 years. She has authored many publications in national and international conferences and journals. Her research areas include wireless communications and machine learning for communications. Her hobby is writing poems, small stories in. So, with this introduction, I request today's keynote speaker, Honorable Dr. Suneeta ma'am. Please start your presentation. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Anita madam, for your wonderful introduction. Let me share my slides. Sir, for providing me such a nice opportunity for sharing my thoughts towards working women psychological issues. And let me go through the contents in brief. Let us see what exactly is the concept amongst the common people regarding a working woman. And then we'll, to some extent, try to analyze what exactly is the need for women to work outside. And with some statistics, we'll see that how competent a woman is to work outside and maybe to achieve her dreams many a times. And in case a woman decides to work outside a home, a safe zone, then in the workplace, we can have some small remedies. I am not going to talk some high funda items in this discussion. Let us try a few small items which will support us in making the life very comfortable, enjoy our work as well as maintain our family. And then we'll have a common discussion because I find many of the women participants here, and in many places we find that the people, men who have joined here, their wives or their daughters or their sisters also would be working somewhere. Let them share their experiences also, so that we can make this webinar a very interactive one. Let me start with definition. So working is usually is to spend our energy and say the intelligence. So an employee who performs manual or the industrial labor. This is maybe by definition. When we see the Wikipedia, this is how the definition comes, and it can be a professional post, or you can be an entrepreneur, or you can be a laborer. But the thing is, why the concept is not like, if a man is working, why don't we call him a working man? We simply call a man is working, fine, it is default, quite natural. But a woman who is working for the whole day, satisfying the requirements of all age category people at home, maybe the say diplomatic name presently what all of us are using is a homemaker. But as a teacher, many a times what happens, I need to interact with the kids, the students, and when I ask them what exactly your parents are doing, and many a times proudly they say that my father is working in so and so place, he is in so and so position, and he is doing so and so. But when I ask about the mother, he says she is doing nothing. It means that a household work that is very precious to maintain the whole society in the harmony. So he feels, or he or she, the student feels, she is doing nothing. But the other part is also true. When a woman is working outside, we highlight it as a working woman. We don't simply call a woman is working outside, it is a working woman. So I just have to understand all these definitions properly. Working man, it's not only a man. It is, we don't have a concept of say working man, but we have a concept of working women. It means very clear that other than the household work, she is doing something extra, something knowledgeable, something really contributing to the whole society and the whole nation and the whole world. And this is what I just wanted to realize by going through this definition, and hope many of you also would have gone through such. Yes, when I really find that a woman is going to contribute, then let us systematically analyze what all are the possible requirements of a woman which needs her to work. The first one may be the personal interest, or maybe she want to earn to support the family. The financial aspects are there, and she want to learn something new. Job of her interest, she wants to learn something new, and obviously the other parameters like she want to be independent and she want to support the family financially, and she want to realize the value of money also sometimes. Yeah, and the basic motto can be to learn the life skills. Yeah, which is very true, because as long as we are bounding ourselves in the four walls, so it's not possible for us to learn all the skills which are required for a successful life to be led. Maybe we are able to support our family, we are able to guide our kids, we are able to contribute towards the skills can be learned better. I'm not saying they are not there with the homemakers, but they can be say refined, they can be better, they can be improved when a person really is qualified enough. So these all can be the personal interest, and the other thing is family and the society. So how exactly a woman needs to satisfy these criteria? With the family, in the sense we want to improve our relations, we want to connect to each other properly. Many times it happens that a qualified or a working woman can have different views. She can change the views of the people at home or in the society, and she can also contribute and resolve the problems, and she can contribute in giving a solution to the challenges and all. Obviously the support the system for the family, she is not only financially supporting the whole family, through some other aspects also she'll be helping the family also. Then she'll appreciate others in life because she has seen the world better. So she realizes the efforts that are put in order to make the system run smoothly. So it is also possible that she'll develop a view of appreciating others in her life, and then realize the value of support, which is very, very important. When a woman starts working outside, and really become successful, then she'll be able to realize what exactly is the value of the support that has been extended in order to make her life comfortable during her working period. Then let us see the global aspects. If a woman needs to work, it can, and they can be the role models. We have so many women role models to follow, and they can be something time. Maybe many times we are not able to realize the value of time, the importance of the time. But once we really start working outside, we will be able to realize and appreciate the effect of or the value of time. And naturally, we'll be able to contribute in a positive sense. We can make some decisions and help the economy to grow. And in case the woman becomes an entrepreneur, then obviously she'll be creating the employability for the other people.
मैम रिकॉग्निशन का एग्जांपल दे सकते हैं आप?
Pardon?
मैम जो आपने जैसे ग्लोबली रिकॉग्निशन एंड रोल मॉडल बताया है,
Yes,
तो
yes.
रिकॉग्निशन का एक एग्जांपल आप कोई दे सकते हैं?
Yes, ma'am. See, we have Sudha Murthy madam, who is taking care of the Infosys activities in her own roles. So if actually she is an engineer from our own campus, but if she had limited her efforts of working outside and contributing to the entire growth of that Infosys along with her husband Narayan Murthy, then I don't think she'll be recognized as Sudha Murthy, but she'll be recognized as the wife of Narayan Murthy.
Yes.
I think, yes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Let
Yes.
her explain everything. We have a discussion
Yes.
hour, please.
Yes. Yes, sir. So, as we have seen, there is a need. Fine. It is not that we start jumping to work or we start searching for the job without any, competency in us. So, when we see the academic performance of 10th and 12th examinations, we see that the orange line over here, it indicates the performance of the girls who have scored above some percentage here, which is indicated. So over the years, we find that the girl students are performing well compared to boys. And in 12th standard also, we have the girl students performing well. It means that there is a need to work outside. There is a motivation to work outside. And these statistics directly indicate that they are really competent enough. They are not simply willing for something which is not possible. So it is quite possible because they have that competency. With this, I am not downgrading the other people. I just want to relatively show that they are also equally competent in order to perform all the roles that are being provided or that are going to be given to her. Yes. So in spite of having a need and in spite of having a caliber to work and resolve so many problems, it is seen that sometimes people or women will not be able to work. What all may be the possible reasons? I have tried my maximum. You also can add a few more to this list. The first one being when a girl gets married, when she becomes Mrs. from Miss. So based on the city in which she got married or she'll be going to later, and based on the profession of her husband, based on the family conditions of her husband, so everything of her working is going to be decided based on his her husband's will and wish. So whether he is willing for that, whether it is possible or no. So there will be lot of obstacles for a girl to work when she really gets married. Yeah. So suppose the woman is already married, and this is one of the major hurdle for her which will stop her from going outside. It is old age people at home because of the health issues or because of some other issues. They are not allowed to work outside, or she may not be willing to work outside if such conditions exist at home. Yeah, suppose the woman is having small kids. So if the kid is too small, too young to be left on somebody, because it is a huge responsibility, growing up a child, properly taking care of the physical as well as the mental health of the kid is a great responsibility. So it is not easily transferable also, because the mother's role is very important. So if the kids are too small, many times it becomes very, very difficult for, it's not for everybody. So for some people at least, it becomes very difficult if there is nobody at home to take care of the young, children. So this can be one of the hurdle in spite of having the caliber to work outside. Yes. Location of the workplace. Suppose after marriage, the the women is, they are working to, or they're willing to work. But what happens? The workplace, the location matters a lot. Suppose it is in one corner of the city and where it is not possible to reach very comfortably, it is taking a lot of time, there is no transportation facility, and women cannot drive. So all these are the hurdles which will stop her from working. Yes, this is one of the concerns. The qualification and the skill set what a woman possesses. If it is not possible to get an opportunity to explore that and apply that knowledge, then it is felt that fine, I'll not be able to get any job of my competency. So let us drop this plan of working outside. So this also can be one of the hurdles. Yeah, nowadays it is not a major issue, but maybe a few years ago, if the family is orthodox, then it will affect. They may not allow their daughter or their daughter-in-law or their sister to work outside. Yeah, this, as I mentioned, safe transportation facility is very important. It's not only the transportation facility, it should be safe transportation facility, the distance, the route, and the type of the vehicles. Yeah, and as I said, it need not be always with the old people. It can be with say the kids themselves. The kids are not in a condition to be left alone. They have some serious issues with the health, or the husband may be having another issue with the health. So all these are going to matter a lot for a woman to work outside. Yeah, a change of career. She has worked in some other position, and now the work ahead or continue working. So with this, I can see that, yeah, you can also add so many things to this list. So I feel that these are the things which will stop a woman to work further. What exactly is the mindset? What exactly is the thing that is running around in people's mind? So the graph responsibilities and the positions should be given for women in government and other private sectors. So this is the opinion of a percentage of people. It is one readily available statistics which I have picked from Google. It says, so this is what is the willingness of the people towards this topic. It is to make them say work. But here it is seen that a woman is better qualified to be at home and take care of the kids and be a good mother, and she can be a good wife and all. So the statistics very clearly says more than 90% of the countries, they want women to work. So we are at a point right now saying that there is a requirement for a woman to work. She has the competency to work, but there are so many hurdles which are stopping her from work, but people want her to work. So this is what is the condition right now. So the graph very clearly says that they should be working because this percentage is larger than this percentage. Yes. With this, let us see. Woman has decided to work. She has taken up all the challenges, and she just wants to. We have to do all that. So all these are going to lead to pressure, or all that will start the mental pressure or the stress in the say during this age. Yeah, this is one more challenge what a working woman is facing. Unfair treatment at work. Sometimes she'll be facing or she'll be going through some abuses, harassment, discrimination. It is not for everybody. It is not in all the sectors. But sometimes we find that this unfair treatment and all these kind of issues will be really challenging, and it will make a woman to think again and again, should I really continue or what? Is it really worth continuing here? And if I'm doing it, at what cost? So all that is going to lead to some additional tensions other than the work tension. Yeah. So lack of flexible work hours. Nowadays, having say a work session, work schedule at night is very common in many of the say private organizations. They work during night times, and it is not for few women, it is not comfortable because of the family issues or because of their personal reasons. So if we are not given a flexible timing, it becomes very difficult. That is going to be a challenge for a woman to adjust to these say inflexible work hours. Yeah. So the efforts are there, the results are there, but we are not being acknowledged for whatever we are putting in. Lack of good paying jobs. In spite of struggling with all that and providing everything properly, doing in time, it's not possible to get a good salary out of it. So this also can be one of the challenge. Yeah. Then nowadays we don't find this in many places, but still it exists in some class of employability, that is unequal pay for doing similar work as men. Yeah. And because of some issues like you have small kids, you have very old in-laws at home, and your husband's job is transferable, some other reasons will stop her from getting promoted, and that will be giving an opportunity or the preference to hire or promote men, and she'll be losing this opportunity to be getting promoted. Yeah. So lack of skills, experience, and education. In spite of we deciding to work, in spite of having a skill set, okay, but many times it is required that it needs to be updated. It's not that one fine time I learned something and with that only I'll be able to survive till lifelong. So we require to update the skill set, update to the say state of the art technology nowadays, whatever is required in the workplace, and we should be educated towards that. If possible, fine, we'll be able to survive, or else it is becoming, or it becomes too difficult for them to continue. Yeah, this also can be one of the things if the job is transferable. So we need to think a lot. So how exactly I'll be able to manage being alone or taking the family? Husband's job is not transferable and all. So all these are going to be the challenges of a working woman. And as I said, I have listed to my knowledge. You also can add to this list. Yes. Now, what exactly is the thing? If you have decided to work, then continue that because you have a requirement, you have the competency, fine. Now, all that, I understand that it's going to be stressful, your mind is going to be stressful and your body is going to be strained out of it, but we should be doing it, okay? And what exactly should we do so that we are able to manage this? I'm not saying we'll be able to completely avoid and we'll be able to come out of all these challenges and the problems, but I can say that we'll be able to learn managing these issues. Okay? How exactly we do it? We can savor happy moments. It's not that in everybody's life it will be full of stress and tensions and nothing of that kind. We will get an occasion where we can be happy. So find an occasion, live it to the maximum extent. So this is what I can say, because there is always a me time. So use that, whatever happiness we have, live it to the maximum extent. Yeah. Then it is quite possible if we think, sit coolly and think, there is a possibility of finding out what exactly is my interest, what exactly is my favorite. When we were small kids, we used to write, what is your favorite say dish, what is your favorite movie, who is your favorite actor, all that. There is no end for it. We can still continue it when we are working, when we are stressful. So discover something which is very favorite to you and work on that. Yeah, look for friends and hang out. So this is many times going to be bothering women, because the place where they are born and brought up, okay, that is different from the place where they are getting married, in the sense two different cities, and the people and the friends with which we have grown, it happens that we'll be losing contact with them. Nowadays it is not possible, but actually meeting the friends, going outside, all that will be missing, and we have to have some new friends when we go to the new places. So it's not that friends are not there, we should be searching for them. So look for some good friends who are compatible with you and then hang out. That can be one of the ways of getting relief from the stress. Yeah. So develop a sense of humor. हंसना भी जरूरी है. So it's not that we should be all the time seriously thinking about life, because life is too short. Don't take it as a preaching, because that is what is the real fact. We have to accept it. Because when we don't know what exactly is going to happen tomorrow, how can we spend so much thinking about it? It's not a good thing. So develop a sense of humor. Okay, enjoy every moment of it. Make fun of yourself. Make fun of something which is say not of that importance, and then enjoy. Just laugh, because it can relax so much of muscle say pressure, and it can give a better smile on your face. Yes, we should develop some good habits also, such as reading, because reading is possible in any place. You can take up one small book or article or a newspaper or anything, and you can just relax, and it can trigger you to dream something different, dream something new. It will take you totally into a different world. Yeah, find a mentor. What I mean by this is, See, we are stressful, fine, and our mind is having so many thoughts. What about this? How about this? What do I do tomorrow? So, how do I guide my kid and all? So, during that time, it is better you talk to somebody. There will be a friend, there will be a mother, there will be your husband, there will be some, say, friends, there will be some, say, your own kids. Find a person with whom you feel very comfortable and discuss the things with them. Whatever is your, say, thought, I am feeling something of this kind. What do I do? How do I do it? Is it correct? Is it wrong? So get the guidance, get the mentorship. So you should be having some mentor of that kind, and that will relax a lot of things. You will find one point where you can say relax and then get the new inputs and the new ideas also. Yeah, as I said, develop some hobbies and develop some interests, because everything is so colorful, everything is so bright, and we should have some nice hobbies so that we divert our attention totally from this work stress to something else. Yeah, as I said, don't plan too long. Don't think of your kids and your grandkids and then, yeah, fine, we have to take care of them, we will take care of them, we will plan for them, but something which is, say, impractical. I cannot be thinking of my retirement when I'm hardly at the age of 30. So immediately what is important, just think of it, plan for it. Don't think and too much, and don't plan for too long. That is what is the point. Yes. So with this, I think if not everything, if not all these things, we can try out one or two of it. Yeah. So practice self-compassion. So this is also going to sometimes help you out. Okay, we don't want say to be convinced by somebody. Fine, let me think coolly and calmly what exactly happened, how exactly I reacted, what all were my actions, and how exactly it has resulted into different responses. So all that we need to think and analyze, and then let us practice this self compassion for all the actions that we have taken for the whole day or any event. Yeah. Very important is focus on what can be controlled. So if I can think here sitting in my cabin about what will happen if a tsunami comes, what will happen if that happens, things which we just cannot control. What is the point in thinking all that? Let it go. It is happening with everybody. And present example is Corona. What maximum we can do, only that we can do. We can take care of sanitization, we can take care of putting the mask, we can take care of, say, maintaining the distance. But beyond that, we cannot do anything. So things which are not in your control, just stop thinking about them. Let it go, or let them go. This is going to be one of the best policies, and it will say relax a lot. Yeah. So get support. Don't hesitate to ask support. Okay, in any form. Maybe presently you are going outside, and for a day you need to manage the kids and all. You can request your friends or relatives who are free enough to take care of the things, and you have belief in them. So get support. Getting support is not a crime. Shift your mindset. As I said, we have say sofa set to be changed, we have dining set to be changed, but better we change our mindset. Okay, so all the time it is not required to keep thinking the same topics again and again, because here the picture shows what all are the responsibilities that are going to be taken care by a woman. Okay, knowingly or unknowingly, they have to go through all these say activities. So shift your mindset. Okay, so no need to change the other sets, better we change our mindset. Yeah, it is better if we build our self-esteem, listen to C course, okay, and then go for some good reading and good articles which will really help you to motivate and keep motivated yourself. To build your self-esteem is one of the things that you can try. Yeah, do not forget the loving relations. Okay, maybe with the job pressure, family pressure, we all are stuck up in such a situation that we really the real friends. So this is very important. The real friends, in the sense, who are very close to us, who can do anything for us, who can be the support system for us. So if you forget, if you neglect, it's not only forgetting. If you neglect such loving relationships, it's very bad. So never ever allow your say situations to forget or neglect the relations. Yeah. So be grateful for whatever we have achieved, whatever that is given by God. So there is a saying, समय से पहले और किस्मत से ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं मिलता. To some extent it is true if we sit coolly and think on that. That is how it is. So be grateful for whatever we have right now in our hand, and we can be very happy with that. Yes. So all of this looks like the possibilities of doing it. Very simple terms I'll be using in this PPT, which will really help us in our psychological well-beingness. As I said, read books, articles, novels. Don't try to say too much involved in that. It's a light activity. We don't want you to get involved into that and put it in your mind all the time and think about it. It's a relaxing activity. It should be a relaxing activity. Do not take it too much to your head. Yeah. Then find an activity that excites you. Okay. Such playing musical instruments. You may be doing it when you are young or when you are in your school days or college days, but because of all that you have left it right now. So start it again, which is not possible. You can go for dancing if that excites you. You can have all other activities like singing, teaching, writing, etc. So if you list one fine time, you can all the time list it. Then you can say, this is what interests me, this is what makes me happy, this is what excites me. This activity doesn't tire me. Okay, I'll not be tired by doing that. So such activities we should be finding very consciously, then we should be continuing that. Yeah, drive to hang out. Okay, driving is nowadays not a big deal. So very young age people start driving 2-wheelers, 4-wheelers. So if you are passionate about hanging out, going with your friends, take your own vehicle. Driving is one activity which relaxes our mind. So it will focus totally on I can say a paradigm shift from your stress to some happiness. So it is possible with driving. And if you have your friends or anybody with whom you feel very much relaxed, you can have a drive to hang out. Yeah, play and exercise to be fit. It is many a times said that we should be having some activity in the early morning or in the evening, which will make us or which will keep us fit and fine. So search for something which is interesting also and which is going to keep you healthy also. Maybe some Zumba dances or something else. Okay, some say gym exercises which you like and that is in your say capacity. So start doing that. You can have some shuttle being played, or you can have some badminton being played. All such things can be practiced so that your mindset is totally say relaxed. Your mind is full of happiness and energy. Yeah, swimming is another because this I had read it in one of the articles where they say that like this activity will tone your body, no doubt, but it will relax a lot. Okay, with this you'll be feeling very fresh, and if possible, if there is a scope, better. We all learn swimming, we all practice that wherever possible. Some Sundays and all we can go out. So all this can be one of the activities just for the psychological well-beingness. Yeah. So obviously we all spend some good amount of time at home. Why don't we make it look nice? Okay, look peaceful, look pleasant to our eyes, and say very colorful. So decorate your home the way you want. Spend some time in that. It's not, see, I'm not saying all these are to be done every day. Okay, whenever you feel you are stressed, pick up any one of them and then go ahead. So this is one of the activities which you are doing just for yourself. That's it. Yeah. One more is gardening, and nowadays the terrace gardening and all is picking up very well. Everybody is preferring to have this in their terrace. So better we sow something and grow and then enjoy. When we see the fruits coming, some vegetables and the flowers blooming, it is so nice because it is a creation of my own. I sowed the seed. This is how I made it grow. I went for putting or taking care of all that by watering, putting fertilizers and all. To see the results now. When I see that, it's not only me, everybody. It is such a nice experience, and don't feel it is such a silly job, but it is relaxing and it will be connecting directly with the nature. Yeah, go for prayers. Maybe you can do some dhyana that will help you to relax. Yeah, this is very common. All of us do it. It is to try some new recipes, and the targets would be our husbands and kids, and sometimes in-laws also. So keep trying some new recipes. Sometimes it will be funny to enjoy them. It will be really tasty sometimes, and many a times it can build a career for you in cooking. Yeah, a very interesting part for women participants. They love to do makeup, they love to do some nice hairstyles. So learn very small things of it and experience the happiness. Try it on yourself, because many times we find an occasion where we need to visit some functions and all. If I come up with some new hairstyle and a nice makeup which is suiting the costume and the jewels, so you'll get a lot of appreciations, and that is going to be making you so very happy that you feel confident. You feel confident that you can do something nice. Yeah. So the other part is, I always say that I don't have time. I cannot do it. It's not possible. It's only to learn, good to listen. Okay, but practically it is not possible. See, it's not that we don't get time. We have to make time for it. That is what is the concern. Everybody is busy, but still there is, as I said, me time. So we have to cut this T out, and I should make it happen. So from I cannot to I can do it is the only thing that can make us happy. Yeah. As we discussed about the behavioral aspects, the mind, some invisible things, okay, and some thoughts. So once we see these things, what I feel is something that is visible.
Yes, you have very nice explained. Other question, ma'am, how to make in a habit, like you have beautifully described that gratitude is one of the tool that we can enhance the work-life balance, ma'am. About the gratitude, how to make in a habit practice.
Actually, what I feel personally is very small things. Suppose I have a friend, I am a teacher basically, I am a professor in a college. So suddenly I could not engage my class on time, and because of some reasons, and I requested my colleague to engage my class. Okay, so it is not a great thing. I requested, they took it fine, but we should be very grateful for that job, because the people say in the olden days, if I drink a glass of water from one person's house, we should be grateful to those people lifelong, because they have helped me in such a situation where others did not, or where other I could not get any support from the others. So small things, we should be thanking people, we should be expressing our gratitude for all that. And this is applicable for our kids also. If they help you somehow, you should be saying fine, thank you beta, thank you betty. So that will help a lot, and you can all the time express the same thing to your wife also. If she has prepared something well, if she has done something say interesting for you, so you can all the time do that. And that is going to be a great thing, although in small quantities it will help a lot. That is my experience.
Yes, ma'am. Very nice.
Yes,
Thank you, ma'am.
thank you, sir.
anybody asking question? Yeah, we go to the concluding. Karad sir.
Ma'am, I have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
मैम जैसे किसी मोस्टली वुमेन्स को जैसे हेल्थ की वजह से साइकोलॉजिकल इश्यूज होते हैं कि मतलब लगता है कि हमें कुछ प्रॉब्लम है मतलब बॉडी में कि अगर हमको कुछ हो रहा है तो वो एकदम से मतलब वो हो जाती हैं, एकदम से साइकोलॉजिकल इश्यूज होते हैं कि मतलब वो तुरंत मेडिसिन ले लेती हैं या फिर अपना जैसे बॉडी चेकअप वगैरह कराती हैं। तो मतलब इन सब का क्या इश्यूज है, मतलब कैसे वो कर सकते हैं, इसको खत्म कर सकते हैं अपन?
देखो मैडम, द कंसर्न हियर इज health is important. All of us know, whether it is the physical health or the mental health.
Yes.
Yeah. So it is not that we have to suffer through that. As you said, we have to consult the concerned doctors and other things. So identifying a proper a doctor and then diagnosing that one properly, it is our own requirement. So need not be so much excited like सामने कुछ हो गया कि ऐसे कैसे हो गया, मेरे साथ ही ऐसा कैसे हो गया, nothing of that
things होते हैं मोस्टली वुमेन्स में।
I understand because उनको ये होता है ना, बहुत सारा से रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होता है, they'll be scared like अरे बाप रे, अगर मुझे ऐसा कुछ हो गया तो इसका क्या होगा, बच्चे का क्या होगा, फैमिली का क्या होगा, so all that will add to the stress.
Yes.
That is the component like that will make them scared. Like ऐसे कैसे हो गया, मेरे साथ ही क्यों हुआ, क्योंकि उनको इतना सारा निभाना होता है कि वो डर जाते हैं। सो डर की वजह से वो प्रॉब्लम फिर से बढ़ जाता है, उससे कोई सॉल्यूशन तो नहीं मिलता है।
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Karad sir, announce for the next participant. I think having technical or network issue. Thank you, madam. All the organizers
Thank you so much.
Including Prakash Karad sir, Dole madam, Vice Principal SD Misal sir, Dr. Sanjay Kale sir, Professor Sanjay Kale sir, Dayanand Patwari sir, Dr. Anil Wadkar sir, both the supervisors, Karanje sir, Udgit sir, daily joining member Shri Kumarswami sir, and specially joined today from so many days gap, Professor N.B. Chaudhary sir, who is seeing from just joined today. From so many days he came from out of ICU. He is now feeling healthy, and he was in touch every day with us after retirement also. I and all with my participants pray for his best health, and he should join daily. Thank you, madam. For today's webinar, you have chosen the topic of women issues, those who are working their psychological problems with examples and research, and how the women are having so much responsibilities from morning to evening, and with that they should face some problem of psychological, and they should have to overcome with their some hobbies by engaging our with best practices, those who give joy to us. Everyone is having problem, and those who are in most working like women, they have so many problems. So some psychologists who may increase gradually, it not from the starting, but to avoid decrease that thing, we have to engage ourselves in any activity that may be spiritual, that may be hobbies, or any good company or of the best women, those who are engaging themselves. You also given examples of those women who are having achieved so much in their life. So this webinar will be effective to all participants, not only women but also men also. They should support to their women if they are facing some problem. They should treated properly, respected properly, and if they have any health problem, they should be taken care.
Yes.
So this was the best topic for us. Being an engineering teacher, you would have given a general topic for us. Because your engineering madam was talking on the technical subject, but you have chosen the best subject. And you are from Hubli, which is nearer to Dharwad. I
Yes,
once
sir.
came there for some Mallikarjun Mansoor's anniversary
sir.
program. So that I attended at Dharwad. It's very holy and best place.
Correct.
Thank you, madam. You also welcome a new webinar also with new topics of your interest. And we
Yes.
request you to send 2 pages of this webinar as a summary. We are including this in our summary book, and you get the benefit of the one of the authors.
Yes, sure, sir.
And also we request you to promote some few women resource persons for this webinar, because
Sure,
we
sir.
have just applied for the Limca Book of Record.
Yes, sir.
Record with that 1,000 webinars from one organization with all resource person. This is the potential, and I have target of 1,000. We have target, and just 400 nearly we need women resource person to make a record with all participants and with all resource person. Thank
Sure,
you,
sir.
madam,
Thank you,
for
sir.
your time and joining here with the best speech for today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ugade sir, can you express formal vote of thanks because Karan Prakash is unable to join?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Today's topic, psychological issues among the women, which very nicely explained by